It is so wild to me that even with all the new fame, money, television viewership, sold out arenas, increase in merch sales, all of this media attention that is now on the WNBA, the most that they have ever seen in years, there are still women within the WNBA who have so much to.
Throughout the history of sports, there exists an athlete whose brilliance transforms the entire game. So we have observed over the years how these exceptional talents, those rare gems that appear once in a generation, alter the course of history in their respective sports. Take Michael Jordan, for instance. He did not merely play basketball, but soared the NBA into the global phenomenon it enjoys today.
Let's watch this one again. This deserves a second look. Michael taking off, the patented tongue comes out, just in front of that line. Look at this, the double clutch, the reach out, and the stuff. He got.
In a similar way, Serena Williams has changed forever the face of women's tennis, and Ronda Rousey brought a new era to mixed martial art. Now we are observing an incredible ascent of Caitlin Clark in the world of women's basketball.
Martin looking, here's Clark, she fires, and goes! She hit it! Wow!
Screen, another screen, more McNeil trying to get around, runs into Sonata. Oh, and just look at that, off balance.
Caitlin Clark's impact on the ANBA is truly outstanding. She has brought an all-new level of excitement, skill, and passion to the sport, captivating the eyes and hearts of fans everywhere. Many viewers who had never thought to watch an ANBA game suddenly found themselves spellbound, unable to look away from their screens. Stadiums that used to struggle to fill with fans are now alive with energy and joy. However, one important question arises: what would this league lose if Caitlin Clark were to leave, especially with her immense influence being so important?
So clearly Caitlin Clark ticks all of the boxes on the court, but the aftermath of her game off the court is arguably more unbelievable.
There's a reason there's almost 10,000 people here.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark.
She's just one of those once-in-a-generation players. Electrifying on and off the hardwood.
Before we explore this topic in more detail, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Your support encourages us to keep creating engaging content like this. So now let us take a closer look at what the ANBA could lose in the absence of Caitlin Clark. It is rare that a college player can completely transform the atmosphere of a league before even stepping into its arena. Caitlin Clark's incredible journey started in her college years, where she revealed a remarkable skill set that left fans completely amazed. She was not only a scorer, she emerged as a leader, an orchestrator of plays, and a true entertainer. Her talent to shoot deep three-pointers, dismantle defenses, and deliver breathtaking assists made her a name recognized by all.
Well, Drea, you don't have to wait any longer. The pick is in. Time to get things back to the podium. Here is the commissioner, Kathy Engelbert.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
Many players have entered the ANBA with great expectations, but few have reached the heights of Clark. Her impact stretched far beyond mere statistics. The excitement she created on social media and discussions among enthusiasts, and even in mainstream news, was unparalleled. Every time Caitlin Clark took the court, it was clear that something extraordinary was about to unfold.
Let her cook. Y'all stop being petty. Stop being catty, because she like a double-edged sword. She couldn't tell left and right, and it's bothering y'all.
For years, the ANBA faced challenges in drawing larger audiences, but when Clark began to dominate, viewers started to turn in with regularity. Just imagine if Clark had never been part of that league.
I've had to delete Twitter from my phone. She said the only safe app right now is TikTok, where it's friendly and she can scroll fast if there's anything negative. But they're feeling it. And today after shoot-around, their coach, Christy Sides, pulled the team together, and she was passionate, kind of yelling at her team, poking them in their chest like, hey, we have got to figure out that the only person whose opinion matters is standing right here in this circle. There's a lot of attention.
And would those matches still have the same spark, or could the league have sunk back into the shadows of anonymity? This is a question that deserves contemplation. So without Caitlin Clark, the Mamba would lose not only a star but a vision of the future. Exceptional players like her are rare, and leagues must seize such opportunities. So historically, when stars like Tiger Woods and Michael Phelps emerged, they transformed their sports, attracting new fans and turning competitions into major events. So Anba has long sought a talent to spark similar excitement. While there have been other great players, Clark's unique skill and charm resonate deeply with fans, fostering emotional connections. Without her, can we envision rising viewership or packed arenas? Probably not.
From snatching people's ankles,
Well, Caitlin Clark, one thing she got is handles.
to putting them into spin cycles and blenders,
Caitlin Clark, because there we go with another behind the back and fancy finish.
these are the wildest and craziest footwork of Caitlin Clark this season.
Losing a player of her caliber undermines the league's energy and the vibrant culture of watching a potential greatest of all time. What if Caitlin Clark left Anba? Whether due to frustration or the allure of international play, the impact would be significant. Unlike legends like Diana Taurasi, Clark is pivotal. Her departure would mean losing not just talent, but also vital league spirit.
And, the ratings were phenomenal because of Caitlin Clark. She didn't want to take credit for all of those ratings, but we all realize that Caitlin Clark single-handedly is responsible.
When it was Caitlin Clark, it was massive numbers. When it wasn't, it was even less on average.
Caitlin Clark is college basketball's biggest star. She's must-see TV, and she's growing the game in what some are calling the Caitlin Clark effect. Camille Gear has more from Iowa City.
Looking. Here's Clark. She fires.
Ask any little girl in the stands at Carver Hawkeye, who's your favorite player on the team? You'll get the same answer.
Probably Caitlin Clark.
Over.
Caitlin Clark.
And over again.
Caitlin Clark. Yes.
In the 1980s, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird revived the NBA during its struggles. Similarly, Clark shines as a beacon for the WNBA's future. Without her, the league's prospects look grim.
All right, black and white sports supporters. Well, we got breaking news in here, and I got to tell you, judging from the response of a lot of people, I'm not sure who's going to be watching this league. I really don't know. Caitlin Clark, by the way, is not playing in this unrivaled league. And
this isn't just hypothetical. Clark has faced ongoing harassment, which could drive her away. So if the Anba ignores the safety of its stars, it risks losing a transformative player. So this issue must not be ignored.
One-on-one, Sammy Whitcomb with 8 seconds left. Goes around to Gumake, drives baseline, and shot rejected by Izzy McMagor. Second opportunity is up and in by Nalissa Smith.
Now, if you are still with us, kindly hit that subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Let us now dive into the world of finances and see what it holds. Caitlin Clark is not simply a star in basketball. She is like a giant engine for the economy. Her games are some of the highest watched in Bonba history, and because of her, ticket sales and merchandise sales have shot up.
6:49 your time right now. The Caitlin Clark effect is coming to North Texas. In just hours, tickets go on sale to see the college basketball history maker in her first game in the WNBA.
She makes her debuts in the pros against the Dallas Wings, and that game is expected to sell.
Fans are not just watching her, they are supporting and believing in her journey. Her jerseys are flying off the shelves, and everyone wants to get tickets to see her play. So the financial effect she has is clear and powerful.
Now that Clark is headed to Indiana, many people may be swapping out their Hawkeye gear for Fever clothing. Dick's Sporting Goods was ready to go right away Monday night. Just minutes after Clark was picked, stores rolled out Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jerseys and t-shirts. We caught it all on video. Staff at the Cedar Rapids location say throughout Clark's time on the court, they're trying to stay stocked with Hawkeye merchandise. And they say her popularity is not diminishing anytime soon.
Just think about this. Caitlin's first playoff games attracted almost 2.5 million viewers. This number is incredible for a league that has faced difficulties with viewership in the past. So now picture what would happen if she was not in the league anymore. The viewership could drop, ticket sales could go down, and the general excitement around the Anba could receive a serious blow. We can relate this to what has happened in other sports. When LeBron James departed from Cleveland, the Cavaliers found it hard to fill their arena, and the TV ratings fell sharply. Sure, the same situation would happen here. The non-bo relies on Clark much more than she relies on them, and if they lose her, they risk losing a big part of their fans.
Caitlin Clark all night tonight.
Are you talking about my high school experience? Clark,
The young one here, Caitlin Clark, just dancing with the basketball, going to her left, stepping into it.
Back Benley.
To truly understand the significance of Caitlin Clark, it becomes essential to look at her alongside other athletes who changed their sports forever. A perfect example is Michael Jordan. Before his arrival in the NBA, the league was facing challenges with low viewership and little global attention. Jordan not only uplifted the Chicago Bulls, but also transformed the NBA into an international sensation. He became the embodiment of basketball, and since then, the sport has never returned to its previous state.
Michael, get it pulled with a fresh shot clock. MJ. Oh, he did it! Hey, Michael shakes the finger. Jordan. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
Likewise, Serena Williams brought tennis to an extraordinary level. While women's tennis already enjoyed some popularity, Serena's exceptional talents on the court, combined with their charismatic personality, drew in countless fans. So people watch not just to see tennis, but to experience the brilliance of Serena. Caitlin Clark possesses similar potential to revolutionize the NBA. Her gameplay is thrilling, her self-assurance captures attention, and her abilities speak for themselves. Just like Jordan, Serena Clark is the kind of athlete who can redefine a sport entirely. However, this transformation can only happen if the on nurtures her talent and keeps her in the league.
Clark. Uh-oh. Buckle Clark's knees. Uh-oh.
Well, Caitlin Clark, one thing she got is handles. Just a few shifts, a downshift there, the deceleration, and the finish at the rim.
Clark goes. Nice. Boy, Enrique gave it to Cowan, who couldn't finish. Behind the back again.
If Caitlin Clark decides to leave, the NBA could be heading into a future full of uncertainty. We have witnessed players depart from the league in the past, but Clark's exit would carry a different weight. She embodies not just hope and excitement, but also represents the very future of women's basketball. Without her, the league risks slipping back into the difficulties it faced prior to her remarkable presence. For a long time, the league has been striving to gain attention and legitimacy. Clark has been the standout player who helped shift that momentum. However, if the NBA continues to neglect her, be it through poor management choices, insufficient protection during games, or not acknowledging her contributions, I fear it will only be a matter of time before she starts seeking opportunities elsewhere.
With the WNBA season ending for many teams, there are already so many players heading overseas to play during the off-season. But with all of the drama currently surrounding the WNBA, on top of the low-paying salaries, some of these players are questioning if they'll even...
Her potential departure would not merely affect the viewership and revenue of the league, it would all harm its standing and validity. How can the NBA assert that it cares for its players if it cannot maintain the happiness of its brightest star? So the NBA needs Caitlin Clark. At this moment, the NBA stands at a significant point. Caitlin Clark possesses a talent that has the power to shift the direction of the entire league, similar to how icons like Michael Jordan, Serena Williams, and Tiger Woods transformed their own sports. However, if the league fails to appreciate her worth and allows her to be treated poorly, they risk losing her. So with her departure, the potential for the NBA to emerge as a dominant force in the world of sports could also vanish. The truth is, the league needs Caitlin Clark far more than she needs them. If they do not take swift action, they might overlook their greatest opportunity ever.
I'm going to tell you this right now. This is all about the Caitlin Clark effect. I was down at Capital One Arena tonight. Her Indiana Fever taking on Mystics. Before the game, I got a chance to chat with one of her many fans, and Clark herself. You came last night. You're a Mystics fan, but I see the Indiana shirt. So what are we doing here?
I like Caitlin Clark more.
I just finished a live shot with a 10-year-old young lady named Jane who said, I went last night. I'm a Mystics fan, but she had an Indiana Fever shirt on today. And I said, why?
Thank you for watching this video. If you like it and want to see more wonderful content like this, please press the subscribe button. A thumbs up from you means a lot to us, and sharing it with your friends would make us even happier. Your support is very important so we can create more amazing stories that will catch your attention. Always remember, if you cherish engaging and compelling narratives like this, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.